And now, Virginia This Morning on CBS 6.
Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Wednesday morning. I'm Cheryl Miller. You know, money experts always tell us that we should live within our means. But what if you're among the many trying to make do on a minimum wage existence? Financial expert Bryan is here today with some tips on how to make ends meet when what you're earning is on the lower end of the spectrum. Hi, JB.
Hello, Cheryl.
Good to see you. I was doing some calculations, and if you make minimum wage and work 40 hours a week, you're making just over $15,000 a year. That seems like not a livable wage.
Definitely, and that's why it makes it even more important that you practice good financial techniques, like being careful about where you live. You know, one key thing there, like they say in real estate, location, 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 but when you're managing your money wisely, you want to make sure that where you live is feasible to your lifestyle. You want, in many situations, living in a rural area is cheaper, but it could be challenging if you have a job that is in the city. So if you're going to live anywhere, make sure that you have it where you can get transportation. You can either bike to your job, or you can walk to your job, or you can get on the bus, you know, and for some people, the bus is even expensive when you're talking about minimum wage. So you might want to, you know, seriously consider having a bicycle, or have carpooling, or just being creative about where you live and making sure that transportation is inexpensive, because a key way that many people on limited income waste money is from their vehicle. You know, driving and having a car is a major money drain for people on limited income.
Gas, insurance, you know,
Taxes.
maintenance, taxes.
That's right, that's right.
A little bit of everything. Let's talk about the where in a bigger sense. If you're not making do, should you maybe think about moving to a place that has a lower cost of living?
Yeah, definitely you should consider, because your biggest expense, if you're minusing out the vehicle and things like that, and you're trying to you're eliminating things, you could consider moving. But the big point is finding a wage and trying to increase your income over time. And most importantly, minimum wage is not anywhere that I want you to stay. So it is a temporary situation. So we need to be near a place where you can get your training, where you can get your education. So at the same time, you can't move so far away that there's not a school available for you to continue your education and get the training that you need, so that minimum wage is a place that you're visiting, but it's not a place that you're staying.
Yeah, we're not going to stay there.
That's right. We want to be on the way out. And you have me and another entrepreneur coming up on your show later. And we remember when we started our businesses, when you look at it over the years, and when you're beginning, the first couple of years or so, if you divide up the hours that you're putting in, you're making below minimum wage in many situations for years. So you need to, at those times, be very careful about what you're spending while you're investing in a business, while you're investing in your education. And typically, a person on minimum wage is a young person. So while you're young, you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing with your time, maximizing your time, being very careful with your time. I always say, be stingy with your time. Make sure that you're learning and training and working and maximizing other opportunities to make side money. Cheryl might need her grass cut. Cheryl might need some things done around the house, but that's pure cash that you can just receive in different situations. Look forward to those opportunities. Ask family members, do you need help with moving or cleaning your home, so that you're maximizing your time and getting extra income, and it can pull you above that minimum wage creatively.
And as you're starting there at that minimum wage point too, maybe you want to think about taking on a second job.
Yes, I think that the side jobs would be better because you're keeping all that money. You're not having to lose part of it in taxes. So, but a second job for many people becomes a situation, but you don't want the second job to take away from your ability to increase your education, so that you don't have just two minimum wage jobs when maybe you should be taking classes or doing training, expanding your knowledge so that you can get out of that minimum wage category and increase your income over time. So, and also, we want to make sure that we're always keeping a positive attitude. And there are even people.
That's hard
and
sometimes.
That's right. But we have to. A big part of increasing your income is having a positive attitude and never giving up and never accepting where you are currently, and knowing that you're investing in positive things that are going to increase your income and lifestyle over the years, and partnering with people who are making more and who are in better situations, and not being mad about they're in a better situation, but be encouraged by where they are, and be around people who are taking steps to increase their income.
All right, the kind of focus where you want to get to.
Be very stingy with your time.
One last point I want to make, you say minimize your fixed expenses. If you're trying to save money, you don't want to be spending a lot of extra cash.
Yes, you want to minimize your fixed expenses, like car that we talked about, also furniture. You don't want to have, credit card bills, which really could be variable, but want to minimize everything that is going to take away money from you from the start. You want to also contact people. If you have bad debts, you want to contact them and explain your situation and ask if they'll do an abatement while you're in this particular situation, and maybe adjust even the payments for you. It's not going to throw away the debt. You don't want to do that, but you want to make sure that it's manageable so that you're protecting your credit while you're making limited income. So avoid debt by every means necessary. Don't go into debt. Talk to your family. Get your family to help you with your children if you need, partnering with childcare if you need, making sure that you are not living above your means. Live within your means and be humble about your situation that you're in, and talk to your church about taking advantage of plans where they may have a dinner each week, or there may be free meals at a particular situation. Take advantage of those things that are free, that are available to you while you're there, so you will not be there long. Maximize every opportunity to reduce your expenses.
On that note, we say thank you, J.B. Bryan, for joining us today. J.B. offers free money seminars every Wednesday at noon at her offices in Glen Allen. You do need to pre-register. If you'd like to get a link for more information on how to do that, just go to our website at WTVR.com/VTM. Thanks so much, J.B.